Okay there, singing world. This video will offer Italian pronunciation help for the aria Che gelida manina from Puccini's La Bohème. We will explore the tips and tricks to help you sing this aria without accent and also discuss proper open and closed vowels and other non-phonetic things such as phrasal doubling and assimilation. Before we do that, please direct your attention to the description of the video below, where you'll see the whole text written out with non-phonetic things, the open vowels, the phrasal doublings, and the assimilations. If you don't know what phrasal doublings and assimilations are, by the end of this video you will. You'll be an expert. Also, there are various links in the description box to my websites, to my coaching websites, and my Facebook fan page. And also the most important link is to a pronunciation dictionary called the RAI DOP. You may follow that link. In a search engine, you can also type in RAI, R-A-I-D-O-P, and it should come up. What you can do at this site is type in any word, and it will tell you whether the vowels are open or closed. It has a playback button with native Italian speakers saying all the words. What I love about it the most is that it acknowledges the existence of non-phonetic Italian such as phrasal doubling and assimilation. And it will have a whole text written out, a whole line written out of text, and a playback button, and you can hear these things in action. I love it. I've been using it for years. Strongly suggest you check it out. Okay, so let's do this aria Che gelida manina. It's a biggie, right? If you sing it well, there's a very good chance that you will get a call to be hired somewhere, as tenors are very rare these days. So first we'll do word by word, and then we'll do line by line. We'll go through in a lot of detail. So if you are a very thorough person, this is the video for you. So we'll go through word by word, all the tips and tricks, and also a lot of the common mistakes that you could make, or mistakes I hear in auditions or in performance. So let's begin. The first word is che. So the H after the C makes the C hard, che, right? So CE would be che, CHE is che. This has a closed E, what is known as a closed E. So closed E is A, open E is A. Okay, so E's can either be closed or open depending on the word. So the E is a non-phonetic vowel, meaning that the vowel, the symbol E means two different things in Italian, right? Could either be A or A. Okay, so the A is like hey without a glide, and A is like head, the English word head, without the glide. And what I mean by a glide is Italian vowels, first and foremost, are pure, meaning that you don't move your jaw. So if we say hey in English, we move our jaw, right? So that makes it not pure. If we say head, our jaw closes, right? So in Italian would be ca or che without any motion. Okay, so that makes the vowel pure. Now this word che is also what is known as a strong monosyllable. So monosyllable is a one-syllable word. A strong monosyllable causes the next word, if it starts with a consonant, to double. So this is what I mean by non-phonetic Italian and doubling right off the bat. You have a word. So if you notice, I've printed the word ggɛlida with two G's, right? So if we put these two words together, che ggɛlida, you see how I make a double G, and how do I do that? Che ggɛlida. It's not che gelida, but che ggɛlida. I get stuck on the G, you see. So there's a certain way to phonate, right? So how do we do it exactly? First of all, I say che long. I stop phonation for just a millisecond. I go up to the j, but I don't quite say it. Che ggɛlida. And you see I made the space really, really exaggerated, but that's the whole process. It's not a short K, right? So to make a double G, I don't do this. I don't go che ggɛlida with a really short che ggɛlida, che ggɛlida, che ggɛlida. So the K can be very long, and I hope that clears up a lot of a lot of confusion about how to do a double G. Okay, so now notice that the stress ggɛlida is on the second to last syllable. That's not a common stress in Italian. And also this vowel is an open E. As we said before, the word head, like head. So ggɛlida. Okay, so the accent is on the eh. I've actually heard people come into audition and you ask them what they're going to sing and they say, I'm going to sing gelida manina. Yeah, right. Okay, next, right? So ggɛlida is the accent is on the eh. Okay, so now also we have single L and we have single D. A lot of mistakes could be made in this word, right? So I said I was going to go through all the common mistakes. How often have I heard gelida with a double L and a double D? So let's talk about double L and how we make it versus single L. Double L is made in Italian by holding yourself in the L position while you phonate, right? While your vocal cords go. So if I wanted to make a double L in this first word, ggɛlida. So that's a double L, right? Wrong, right? In this word. So to make a single L, I don't allow my tongue to stay in position while I phonate. Ggɛlida. See, so it just does not go gel for an instant. Even if I did it for a second, it would be double L. Ggɛlida. See, double L. Ggɛlida. So what do I elongate? The ah. Okay. Another way, this is the best way to get rid of double consonants if you're getting this note from your coach or from your conductor. Just practice the vowels for this word. Aria. Right? So the a is a. I is always E. It's a phonetic vowel. A. A is always a, no matter what it is. Right? Aria. Now, when you put the consonants back in, it should feel exactly the same as those vowels. Ggɛlida. And I realize that's really slow and exaggerated, but if you could do it like that, then when it's in the aria, it's actually easier. Going on. Manina. So, here we have, this is a good word for single N. The accent is on the E vowel, right? Manina. So we tend to sing manina. So double N, right? So same thing. Double N versus single N. To make single N, I don't allow the N to stay in phonation, right? So double N, man. See vocal cords. Manina. Wrong. Manina. And again, you practice. Aia. Manina. Okay, going on. S-E, se. Okay, so it's a closed E. Now, S-E, se, is another strong monosyllable. So notice I printed out a double L. And we already know how to do a double L, so sella, right? I'm exaggerating. It's going to be so little. It goes by so fast, right? Sella, sella. Okay, next one. Lasci, lasci. Now, this is a phenomenon in Italian where you have a sh, right, consonant. So SCI in Italian is she, right? So what happens is this becomes a double consonant. So the word lasciare, when you speak, you can say lasciare, lasciare, right? But even then, the sh is way more on the second syllable. When we sing, we have to exaggerate that. So a lot of people say la lasci riscaldar, say la lasci, and the sh comes early. See, it's say la lasci riscaldar. And in fact, when Mimi quotes you in the last act, that ah has a staccato dot on it. Look at her part, right? Say la lasci, say la lasci. So that's how we do it for singing. Okay, going on. Riscaldar. So the S in this is unvoiced because you're redoing something. You're rewarming. Riscaldar. Scaldare is to warm up. Riscaldare. So it's the S is. And the same thing, when I speak, I can say riscaldare with the hissing S. When I sing, I have to go riscaldar. Make sure that the ri is all on the first note and the s is on the next thing. Now, what happens to the L before the D? Listen closely. Riscaldar. So what happened? The L kind of did a double L, didn't it? Riscaldar. Okay, so any L that touches a consonant will double for the most part in phonate, with a few exceptions, right? And then, now let's talk about R. The first R in this word is surrounded by vowels, because the word lasci before it ends in a vowel, right? So an R that is surrounded by vowels is flipped. Now, an R that is final, or that touches a consonant, will roll. Versus lasci riscaldar. So notice that the first R was ri, right? Scaldar, and that one rolls. Okay, so that's your rule for R. R touching a consonant is rolled. R between two vowels, it's flipped. Going on. So this is an infinitive, and the accent is on the a, right? So it's cercare, cercare. So the first E is closed. A. Okay? So cercare. So cercar. So in this word, both R's roll because they touch a consonant. So let's talk about accented words versus unaccented words. So E's and O's can either be open or closed, right? We didn't do open and closed O, but closed O is like the O in oats. Open O is like AW, aw, right? So when you have accented syllables and unaccented syllables in Italian, the unaccented syllables, for instance, cercare, cercare, right? The accent is on the a, right? All of the unstressed E's and O's are closed. So this is great news, right? You don't have to worry about them. So we know that any E or O that falls in an unaccented syllable is closed. Cercare. So the first syllable does not rhyme with chair, right? The thing you sit in. But it's like cche. Cercar. And that's the other mistake we make. We see C-E-R, we let the R harmonize like a chair, right? Okay, going on. We already know that the word K is a strong monosyllable, so you have a double G, ggɛlida. And this is a stressed O, and it is closed. Ggɛova. Notice the other mistake that we could make would be to neutralize A's, right? So we could say ggɛova, as we do in English, right? Ggɛova. Make sure you get all the way to A at the end. Ggɛova. Okay, going on. Al, A-L. Now it's going to touch a B, so it will harmonize. Al buio. Now notice what happens here. You have three vowels in a row, right? And the accent is the U. Buio. So the E is technically a semivowel, meaning that we don't say buio, but we keep the position of the I, right? We don't do Y. We don't do buio down here. We do buio, buio. So it's way up, right? Al buio. Okay, going on. So that O in the unstressed position is going to be closed because we know no accented, unaccented vowels, right? So now, non, N-O-N, is a closed O. Non, right? The word for no, N-O, is not, open. N-O-N is a closed O. Si is a weak monosyllable in this case, the reflexive. Si, right? So we don't say si trɔva. We don't double the T. Si trɔva. So now, here we have an accented O that is open. So now you notice that accented vowels are either open or closed, right? So anything that falls on the accent of the word, we have to worry about it, whether it's open or closed. So that is the conundrum in Italian, is that you have to memorize every single stressed vowel, whether it's open or closed, if it's an E or an O. Okay, so that's the bad news, right? So trɔva. So we're only worrying about stressed vowels, and then we mark whether they're open because the closed one is going to be phonetic, so we know that that's the right one. So notice I'm leaving closed ones alone because they're exactly like they look, and open vowels are marking, right? So it ends up for a very uncluttered format. Trɔva. Okay, so we have a rolled R touching the T. Also, we could double the V very easily, right? Trɔva, right? And how do we double V? We stop, right? Trɔva, and that's not good. Trɔva. So we don't want to hold the V in position. Okay, so now next going on, we have ma, and you notice that's a strong monosyllable. Ma per fortuna, double P, ma per fortuna, closed O, fo O, right? So P-E-R, closed E. So how do we make a double P? First of all, we had a lot to talk about in this line. How do we make a double P, right? Do I do two P's? Actually, in any double consonant, do I do two of the consonant? That's the question, right? So let's prove what we do. Ma per. So what makes the double consonant? It's the stop in the phonation for this one. Like P's and T's and D's, you stop phonation, right? So what happens exactly? Let's go through the formula. I do a long vowel, ah, I stop phonation, right? So I do a long vowel, ah, stop phonation, I go up to the P, I don't say it, and then I say it. Ma per. So that gives me the control when I sing on how to double that consonant. Ma per. So it has to stay elegant, right? You don't want them to be ever vulgar. Ma per, right? You don't want to cut the vowel short. You want a vowel that's long and then very elegant double P, right? That's hardly noticeable, but it's there. It adds spice, right? Ma per and pe, e, per. You never let an R influence a vowel. You don't harmonize a vowel to an R as we do in English, right? Pear, right? That's what we do. We would wrap our R right into that vowel like that, right? Same thing with the next word. The first vowel is closed, right? The accent is on the U, right? So it's fortuna, right? Fortuna, fortuna. When you sing, everything's in slow motion. So everything you do will be put under a microscope, right? So that's how we do this closed O to begin with, and then the rolled R. How many times have you heard for, right? And closing that vowel is a good idea. Okay, going on. You have the word for is, and that's a monosyllable. It's a strong monosyllable, and it's a, right? Now notice that strong monosyllables only have an effect when the next word starts with a consonant. So you have una is next, so there's no doubling because there's nothing to double, right? So it's una in one end, right? Not una, una. That's the mistake. Next, nɔtte. So double, it's an O and a double T. Stressed O and it's open, right? Nɔtte. So again, the same thing with double T is you go up to the T and then you don't say it. You don't say two T's, right? Nor do you clip nɔtte, nɔtte, nɔtte. Depending on how expressive you are, the vowel before the double T is long and then you stop phonation. Going on, D, this is a weak monosyllable, the word that means of, D-I, D-luna, right? So it's not D-luna, it's not double L. So there are weak monosyllables. Now, the weak monosyllables are actually easier to memorize than the strong ones. You can count them on two hands. In case you're thinking I'm making this up, this is in a very famous diction book by Evelina Colorni called Singer's Italian. She lists all of the strong and weak monosyllables and the two-syllable words that cause phrasal doublings. So you can find this. It's a green book you might have had in diction class called Singer's Italian, Evelina Colorni. Flip to the last 4 or 5 pages. That's where those lists are, and you could go through all of those. And have it handy as a reference. So in this case, di is a weak monosyllable, and so it's di luna. So now the next phrase gives you a choice because of all of the strong monosyllables. So now you have monosyllables occurring in a row, and if you look them up on the DOP, when you speak, you can kind of do both. When you sing, it becomes inelegant. So there's a little rule about having to just pick one or the other. So if you notice, you have the word qqui now introduced in this word, and that's a strong monosyllable, qqui, right? So that could double the L. So you could say qqui la luna, see double L, or you have the word a, which is also a strong monosyllable, which is qqui la luna. So you can't say qqui la luna. See, it's a little too much when you sing. It becomes vulgar or inelegant, right? So now let's talk about the word a, which is open, and I'm exaggerating, right? The openness of it, and the word a, which is and, also strong monosyllable, which means and, right? So you make the distinction, a, and those are the first two words you should memorize. Okay, going on. L'abbiamo. L'abbiamo. Notice we have double B. Now, double B is different, right? Double B. We tend to do this when we do double B. We do l'abbiamo, and we do too much. And what happens is in Italian, when an Italian does it, it does not stop phonation, right? L'abbiamo, l'abbiamo. Now, I even did it too much, but I did it without stopping phonation, if you notice. It's not lab like a T, where you say tutto and you stop phonation. You don't do l'abbiamo. No. See, that becomes inelegant, right? So, l'abbiamo, l'abbiamo. See, single B, double B. L'abbiamo. Not too much. You can hardly hear it when you do it right. Notice that the I is a semivowel, right? L'abbiamo. But it does not start from the Y position, l'abbiamo down here. It starts from the E position. So if you were to say l'abbiamo, right, you're not going to say an E like that as a real vowel, but you're going to be from that position. L'abbiamo, and that's going to keep you in the proper place for singing, right? Okay. Vicina, good word for single consonants. Not vicina nor vicina, right? Doubling one or doubling both is not a good option for you, right? Vicina. So how do we get rid of the double ch? That's really easy to do, right? You do ia, right? Without a glottal, you do two e's and then ah. Ia. Vicina. So if you're doubling vowels, you can't double consonants. Okay, going on. Aspɛtti. Aspɛtti. So now, if you look at this word in a dictionary and in the infinitive, it's aspettare, reason being that the a is the stress, so the e becomes closed. Now, when you start to conjugate the word, right, this is the word to wait, and you're saying wait a minute, right? Aspetti, the E in the stress position becomes open. So aspetto, aspettiamo, aspettiamo, right? Because it goes to the A, right? Aspettiamo, see? So aspetto, aspetti, open E in this case. Double T, we go up to the T, we don't say it, right? Signorina. This is a very good word because you have flipped R, single N, and a closed O. We love to go signor, right? Signorina, right? Or even worse, signorina. I've heard that too, right? Rolling the R between vowels is also not an option. Signorina, right? The GN is like the GN in lasagna, right? So it's right? So here's the other thing, right? Don't think of it as a Y-O. Think of it as an I-O, right? Signo, io, right? It's up there, right? You don't say the E, right? So that's how the Y is formed, but it's higher in the palate than American Y. It's not signor down here. Signorina. Okay, enough about that. Going on, le is a weak monosyllable, does not cause, right? We're really good at weak monosyllables too for some odd reason, right? We love to go le dirɔ and double that D, right? Maybe just because we indiscriminately double things, double consonants when we get excited. Italians don't do that. They double vowels instead. Okay, dirɔ. Okay, dirɔ, the future tense ends with the stressed O on the last syllable. The stress in Italian, the most common stress is on the penultimate, the second to last syllable. But there are words that end on the last syllable, such as this one, dirɔ, and there are ones that end on the antepenultimate, such as subito. See, two syllables from the end, right? So there are exceptions. The most common stress is the penultimate. In this case, we end on the end, and a lot of words that end in a stressed O are open. Okay, so dirɔ, and it also doubles. So the stressed O at the end will double the next word. So dirɔ con due. So just a double K, right? And the double K is very subtle, just like the double T. It's done by stopping phonation, not by doing two Ks, right? So con, C-O-N, is closed. Due, the number 2. Due is U is the accent, and the A is closed. Parɔle. So flipped R, open O, single L, closed E. Parɔle. Very easy to go. When we open a vowel, we love to do a double consonant afterwards, right? So parɔle is the mistake, or parole, even worse. I've heard that too. Parole. Okay, going on. The word qqui is a strong monosyllable. Ccon. See how I did the double S? It gets the breath going. Ccon. So now I wrote this out two ways again, because you have again two strong monosyllables in a word. You have the word a, strong monosyllable, che, strong monosyllable. So you can say che faccio, right? Or che faccio, che faccio, right? Most likely you don't want to do both. You might not even want to do one at this moment, because this is such a difficult vocal moment, but it is an option, right? So faccio, faccio. Notice how long I can do the ah before I stop before the double ch, right? Cho. See, so it's ci is just the eyes. They're just to soften the ch, right? The c. Faccio. Okay, going on. Come is a double syllable that makes a phrasal doubling. There are words like dove, contra, sopra. They all cause a phrasal doubling, right? So come vivo. See, notice the double V is not that big and it doesn't stop phonation, right? It's like a B. Come vivo, come vivo. Vuɔle, vuɔle. So usually the U-O is going to open the vowel, and even in a conjugation, even in a verb. Vuɔle. So closed E at the end, one L. Son, we already had. Sono, close those, single N. So here we have our first assimilation. If you notice, the word is UN, but I've written it out with sort of that funky M thing, right? So you're about to say poeta, right, with an open E and a single T, right? But the P, how do we say a P? A plosive, we put our lips together. Poeta, right? So the N before then does what's called assimilation. It assimilates, it goes on your lips. Poeta. So what just happened? Watch me do it again. Poeta. So the N almost became an M, right? And it goes by so fast you don't really phonate on it, otherwise it causes attention to itself. It just goes by. Poeta. So you see that N just kind of assimilated into the P, where the P was going to be. Okay, so now there are several mistakes we can make doing these two words. One is to try to attempt to put the N inside your mouth and then sing legato, right? So if you were to do that, where N typically is on the tip of the tongue with the ridge behind your teeth, una poeta, what happens? Una poeta, what happens? Un poeta. Un poeta. You see what's happening? I have to release my tongue to continue to sing legato and then bring the P to my lips. So what happens? The tongue releases. I have a shadow vowel, and then so watch. Una, I release. There's a shadow vowel. Poeta. So I've broken the legato. I've actually broken the track of my voice doing that. So poeta is way more efficient, right? Italians do this in speech all the time and they don't realize it, right? So if you do that one, it's way, way better. And it doesn't call attention to itself. It keeps your legato going. Now, you can still do it right and kind of do it wrong. And that would be to hold the M while you phonate and make a double M. So you learn this new trick. You go out into the world. You sing the aria. And you say, Sono poeta. And you hold on. That's going to call attention to itself. It's not really that elegant. And it's kind of wrong also, right? So it's actually, you're doing it right, you're just holding it, right? So that's the other way to do it wrong. Poeta. So I hope that helps you understand assimilation and the way to do it right, right? There are 3 ways to do it and 2 are wrong. Okay, going on. We already know the word che is a doubling word, right? It's a strong monosyllable. Che cosa. That's what you'd say. Che cosa. Again, double K, we go up to it, we stop, we don't say it. We only say 1K, and stop in the phonation. Here's another thing, right? The more expressive you are, it's the space that makes the expression, not the force of the consonant, right? So you're not going to do che cosa to make the point, right? You do it with the space. Che cosa. The stop is what makes the expression, okay? And that's what makes how strong the double consonant is. Faccio, we already did. Scrivo. So notice what I did. I separated it. Scrivo. What we tend is we rush. What happens is the conductor or your pianist will hear the beat when you get to the E. All of that other stuff isn't upbeat, especially rolled R's, right? This is one of the main reasons why R's don't get rolled. Scrivo. So where the E is where the beat is. Notice the single beat and the closed O at the end. So now here we have e come vivo, e come vivo. So double C, double V, and it's all closed. Everything's closed. Vivo. So we got a lot of formulas out of the way at the beginning, so now I can go faster, right? Here it is again, the N before the P, right? So impovertà, impovertà. So the accent is on the last syllable, right? All of the O and the E, all the O's and E's will be closed, right? So O, E, A is what you practice. If you want to get rid of the harmonization of the R, right? O, E, A. Povertà. And that's how you say the word perfectly. Okay? Impovertà. So now what happens? A truncated word, povertade was the original word. The DE got truncated. The A is there to show you that the stress is on the last syllable. It will double the next word. Povertà mia lieta. Just a slight double M. Mia, all the possessive pronouns, have the accent on the first vowel. Tuo, tua, io, mio. Okay? Mia. Okay, lieta is an open E. Often, very often, a semi-vowel before an E will open it. Okay, but not always. There are exceptions. Lieta. If you don't know, you can probably bet that it's open, and 75% of the time you'll be right. Shallow, shallow. Okay, sh is a double consonant, right? But notice the single L, right? Shallow, not shallow. Ah, I've heard that so many times. Shallow. Da is a strong monosyllable. Da gran signore. Da gran. See, so double G. Gran. The R rolls because it touches a consonant. But signore, ore is a closed O and single R. A lot of things, titles and things that do things are end in ore, right? Professore, it's closed O. So that's one formula you can memorize on a noun. Okay. Rime, single M or closed E, Aid. Aid is just a beautification of the word and, a. So when the next word starts with the vowel, they put the D in there to make it beautiful, because you don't want to say aini. It's kind of ugly, right? Aidini. Aidini is so much better. Inni, right? So inno is a hymn, right? Double N. And again, we make the N, we have to exaggerate when we sing, right? The N is held while you phonate. Inni. Right? So ini is the mistake, right? You can make. D'amore. So closed O, like oats, right? D'amore, right? And some Americans hear closed O and they start to say d'amore, and I never understood why they hear people saying an U instead of an O. D'amore, like it's like a moat, right? Like a goat. Oat. It's an O vowel. Right, so you don't want to also double the M in the R. I hear that often. D'amore, right? And you sound like you're from Naples. Amore, one M, one R. Going on. P-E-R. It's two things. It's pper, right? So it's a vowel, not pear, like the fruit. Per, sogni. Again, ni, right? So it's N plus Y-I. Ni, right? You should get itchy when you say it a bunch of times. Sogni. There's the word a again, and notice that it doubles. E per chimere. So chimera is a rhyme. Chimere is rhymes in the plural, and it's an open E on the stress. Notice that the last E is closed. Okay, so this comes to my last point. In a lot of the diction books, you'll notice that they've written the endings, like the unstressed vowels, in open vowels, and you're probably wondering why. When Italian singers started to record music, they noticed that they tended to open the endings, the suffixes and the prefixes, the unstressed words, sort of like shouting. So instead of singing in the spoken position A and O, right? Not that it's that closed. They started to shout them, like stretch them like shouting. Not that they shouted them, right? But it was like A, O. By no means was that practice by writing them open meant that they were A and aw, right? So these words, they should be done with the stretch of shouting opened, right? But not necessarily open, right? So over the years, I've had a lot of success persuading people who have been singing them open to go back to singing them as closed vowels. Much easier for singing. I would say try it and see what you think, right? Most of the time, it will be way easier to sing something as an A and an O versus an A and an A. Okay, going on. So we were on chimere. So next, same combination. E per, right? E per. So double P. Castelli, open E on the stress, and a double L. In aria. Let's do those as one word, right? I-N is a single N. In aria, right? You don't want to do in aria, double N. L'anima. So again, good single consonants. L'anima. You practice vowels. Aya. H-O, the word for I have, is O. It is not O. And it causes a doubling, right? O milionaria. So the M is doubled. O milionari. Milionaria. Okay, going on. Talor. On a high A flat, you sing whatever you sing, right? But when you speak, this word is O, right? Talor. Dal. D-A-L. Dal mio. So what happens? The L is going to go into the M, right? So you're going to hold the L a bit in phonation. Dal mio. Forziere. Now remember I was saying that the semivowel usually opens the vowel. Not in this word. This is closed. This is an exception. forziere, so closed O, closed E, closed E. Ruban, rubano, right? So this is the third person plural. They steal, right? So anything that's they is usually on the antepenultimate syllable. Rubano, right? Antepenultimate, second to last. Ruban. Tutti, tutti. See, double T, right? So I go up, I long vowel, I stop phonation, I go up to the T, I don't say it, and then I say it. Tutti. Okay, so this word is not joy, it's gioielli. Now, if the word were the noun, it would be gioia, open, gioia. But when it goes unstressed, the accent is now on the E, right? So it's open E. Gioielli, gioielli. Okay, that's a very important one to not open at that point in the aria. Going on. Due. So the accent's on the U. Ladri. Rolled R. Touching a D. Li. Well, okay, we haven't had a li yet, right? This is a hard word for a non-Italian to say, right? So let's break it down. The end of the word is yi. Yi. And in fact, it's better if you think I. So it's E, right? So you start from the E, right? And it's preceded by an L in phonation. Li, li. And there it is. And so you do it fast. Li. Occhi. So open O, double K sound. Occhi. Gli occhi. So what has to happen is we have to go all around and around. Gli occhi. And get all of those vowels in our resonance. Okay, next. Belli. So open E, double L. Belli. Ventrare. So entrare, ventrar. Okay, ventrar. So the accent is on the A, the E will close. So here's another assimilation, and this is a different one. This is a different N. So now we have the N's before the fricatives. The fricatives are voi, right? V-O-I, v, and F, like franto, right? So if you had a V, you have to say with your bottom lip touching your top teeth. Voi, right? So this N is going to do this. Con voi. What happened? Con voi. It goes by really fast. The bottom lip touching the top teeth is where the N is. Con voi, right? And again, it goes by very fast. It's not held in position, right? And it does not go in your mouth. I'll do the one in my mouth. If I did an N in my mouth, it's like this. Con voi. It's even more awkward than before an M, right? Or a P. Con voi. That's too much, right? If I hold the lip in position, phonate, same thing, right? So here's the right way. Con voi, really fast, right? Smooth. Inside my mouth, wrong. Con voi. Notice the shadow vowel. Outside my mouth, still wrong because I hold it in position and I exaggerate. Con voi. And actually, that last one is the one you're actually doing when you do it fast. It's just, it goes by. You don't allow that stop on it. Okay? So, con voi. See, the lip doesn't come all the way back like Muhammad Ali, right? It does con voi. It's just there, right? And again, it's all an exaggeration when I show it, right? Con voi. So this is the hardest assimilation to get for a non-Italian. Okay? So VOI is OI. It doesn't rhyme with boy. It's VOI and NOI, right? You and we. Noi, voi. Going on. Pur, P-U-R. Ora. So pertaining to time, now, or hour, the word is closed. When it's gold, oro, it's open, right? And this one is closed. Ora. Again, we have the beautified A with the D. E di miei. right? E di miei. So miei, there's a semi-vowel and an open E. And then another semi-vowel. Miei. Sogni. We've already had gni, right? Sogni, closed O. Usati. This, very easy. I hear double consonants, right? Usati, double T. Usati. And then we have ei bei sogni miei, right? Ei bei. Bei is short for belly. Again, bei. Sogni miei. Notice how word order in Italian is really important because it changes emphasis, and it's actually beautiful. It becomes a poetic thing. Going on, tosto. So open O, right? And then we're always careful with S when we sing that we don't hiss it on the first syllable. We don't go tosto, tosto. Si, weak monosyllable. Dileguar. So the accent is on guar. So unstressed E is going to be A. Dileguar. Ma il furto. So il. See how much flesh between the ma and the il, right? Il. And the L is going to be held in phonation because the next word starts with a consonant. Furto. So practice fu-r-to. Vowel, right? U. Furto, right? And you probably have a very beautiful voice. The more beautiful your voice, the more you sing on a vowel, on a pure vowel, the more beautiful it's going to be, right? Furto. And if you're not singing on an R, I mean, right? So here is the N assimilation before M and P, right? So it's non m'ancora, right? Double, it becomes an M, and by no means it's a double M. It's not non m'ancora, right? It's non m'ancora. Very, very smooth. So this happens before P and before M, right? D'un padre. See, it becomes an M, right? D'un ballo, of a ball, right? Okay, going on. Poiché, right? So the word is poi, but in this word, POI is open, but in this word it closes because the accent goes on the K. Poiché. Okay, and the accented E in this case is closed, right? So accented E's at the end of words are open or closed, and you have to memorize. There are words like pie, open, right? Dia, right? But poiché, closed. And now this is going to double the second poiché. So when you say poiché, poiché, right? And there's a rest. So over that rest, you can double the P. And you already know how to do that by going up to the P and not saying it, right? Poiché va preso stanza. So notice that the V is doubled, right? Va preso, right? So you could double one or the other. I wouldn't double both in this. I didn't bother writing it out again, right? So poiché va preso stanza is probably better, right? One, double P. Notice preso is closed D, right? Stanza. Z is like TZ until it's not, right? Most Z's are TZ, like pizza, right? But then there are ones like mezzo, where it's DZ, and it has to do with the word having a D in Latin, so those must be memorized. Okay, but this is stanza, la speranza. So you have two Z's, right? Notice in speranza, it's a flipped R, and it's a closed E because the accent is on the A. You see, here we have OR, and it's truncated, and it is now, so it's closed. Or, remember, OR open would be gold, or, which could also be truncated, right? OR, or. Che mi conoscete, Notice the double M, it's so slight, right? Don't overdo things, right? When you're in doubt, leave them out, right? Che mi conoscete, right there. So conoscete, everything's closed in this word. And the stress, scete, volete, this conjugation is always closed, the ete, right? Conoscete. Except for siete, it's open and there's a semivowel. Conoscete, single T. Going on. Parlate, parlate. So R is rolled, touches an L, single T. Voi, voi. VOI, right? And I'm exaggerating, right? DEH is an interjection. It's a strong monosyllable and it's open. De parlate. Okay, so notice there's a double P. Chi siete, and there it is. The siete is that same conjugation of conoscete, but it's open, right? So we memorize siete, open. Vi piaccia dir, vi piaccia, not vi piaccia, now double P, right? Vi piaccia dire, so dir, not deer like the thing with antlers, right? D-E-E-R, no, D-I-R, dir. So that's how you practice, right? Any R, I would suggest any R you have, just say the vowel first and then roll the R. Practice that one at a time. Okay. So we have gone through that word by word. So now let's do whole lines. And you may pause the video and repeat as necessary. I'm not going to put pauses for the length of the video, but I will keep going. And we'll just try to find the ups and downs in the phrase and the arc of the phrase. Okay, so here we go. Che gelida manina, se la lasci riscaldar. Cercar che ggiova, al buio non si trova, ma per fortuna è una notte di luna, e quella luna l'abbiamo vicina. Aspɛtti, signorina, le dirò con due parole, ccon e che faccio, come vivo. Vuɔle? Ccon. Sono un poeta. Che cosa faccio? Scrivo. E come vivo? Vivo. In povertà mi allieta, scialo da gran signore. Rime ed inni d'amore, per sogni e per chimere e per castelli in aria, l'anima ho milionaria. Talor dal mio forziere ruban tutti i gioielli, due ladri, gli occhi belli. V'entrar con voi pur ora, ed i miei sogni usati, e i bei sogni miei, tosto si dileguar, mai il furto non m'accorra. Poiché v'ha preso stanza la speranza, or che mi conoscete, parlate voi, parlate, chi siete, vi piaccia dir. Thank you very much for watching. Please share, please like, and please feel free to comment and leave your suggestions and also your requests. And as always, please don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to see your coach. We will see you at the opera.